Namaste. Welcome to my class. I am Subas Pradhan, an English teacher for Light International Academy. Today, I am going to teach you course of study for English grade 10, and I am going to study English grammars and their rules. I hope all of my students will enjoy my class and get some advantages for this study. Let's start the class. Today I am going to teach English grammar and grammar course of study. So let's start. Let me start with course of study for grammar. There are 11 chapters in English grammar for class 10. Class 10 ma जम्मा हामीले 11 chapters पढ्नु पर्ने हुन्छ. So let me write what are the chapters that we have to study. At first we have to study articles, and then we have to study preposition. Number 3, we'll study question tag. Number 4, we'll study subject, verb, agreement. Number 5, we study tense. Number 6, we study reported speech. We also call it direct and indirect speech. Number 7, we'll study voice. Number 8, we study connectives. Number 9, we study let me remember, conditional. Sentence. We also call it if sentences. Number 10, causative verb. It seems one is missing. Let me remember. I miss one. It is transformation of sentences. Okay, these are the lessons that we have to study in English grammar in grade 10. And let me tell you about the marks that you will be awarded okay, for your right answer. Okay. All 11 chapters, total marks. Will be only 11. So you may be puzzled for 11 marks. Okay, how much chapters should be studied? But what we have to remember, these grammar chapters are the backbone for your English standard. Without their knowledge, you cannot get good marks in other subjects, other chapters like speaking, reading, and writing. Okay. And from each chapter, you will be awarded only 1 marks. Okay. And what you have to remember, there are 2 types of questions. And the questions will be asked in question number 9 and 10 in the final examinations. Question number 9, 6 marks questions will be asked. And question number 10, 5 marks question will be asked. Okay. And talking about the types of questions, 6 into 1 marks will be asked, 6, and you have to solve in this type of questions. You will not get multiple choice type questions. You will be asked generally sentence transformations, changing into direct to indirect speech, changing into from active voice to passive voice or passive voice to active voice, etc. And in question number 10, okay, you will be asked multiple choice type questions. Altogether, okay, there will be 10 questions. And you will be awarded only 0.5 marks for each correct answer. So 0.5 marks into 10 is equal to 5 marks. So 6 plus 5 is equal to 11 marks. Questions will be asked from grammar portions. So this is the question study for grammar. Talking to other initial portions of the English subjects, let me describe in short. So from this, what you can remember, altogether there will be 10 questions. So question number 9 and 10 from grammar, and for question number 1 to 8, what type of questions will be asked? I'm going to tell you in short. Okay. So question number 1, okay, there will be question number 1 and question number 2, there will be questions from the scene passage. Scene passage. Generally, there is a trend that, okay, so far only question from poem has been asked so far. Okay, generally from poem it will be asked, and it is no doubt always 5 marks. So there are 6-7 points Okay. Among them, one will be asked, and the poems are very interesting as well as very important. Okay. And question number 2 is also same passage, but it will be asked from other text like story, okay, interview, essay, etc. So it will be asked for 10 marks. So altogether there should be 75 full marks. 75 full marks we have raised. Okay, and then question number 3 and question number 4, okay, will be from unseen passages. Okay. Unseen passages. Okay. So this is also from unseen passage, and the passage from generally newspaper, some books, articles, story, autobiography or biography. Okay. From there, a question will be asked, and question number 3 will be for 10 marks. Okay. Question number 4 for 50 marks. Okay. So generally, question number 4, there is a trend of asking from advertisement, wanted vacancy. I think we have seen or we have studied in previous classes too. Okay. So altogether, how much? 15, 10, 25, 35, 40 plus 11, 51. Now, how much left? 24 marks is left. So now these are the text-based questions. Also we say reading. From reading course, okay, this will be asked 40 marks. Now question number 5, it is called guided writing. Guided writing. Guided writing is from the topic itself. We can assume that, we can guess that some guidelines will be there. From the guidelines, we have to learn and we have to make it last. We have to enlarge the text. Okay. So there are 2 types of questions in guided writing also. Okay. So question number 5 for 5 marks and question number 6 for 6 marks. Okay. 5, 5, 6. If I am not wrong, okay, I'll calculate later on. Sometimes it will be 5 also. So in guided writing, there will be several types of questions like paragraph writing, story writing, recipe, cooking recipe. Okay. Then others, there will be outline story, okay, and there will be, let me remember some, okay, so email, okay, and so on. Others, many type of questions will be asked. newsletter. Okay, news report or news story also will be asked here, and sometimes it will be asked in question number 7. Question number 7 and 8. This phrase is called free writing. Free writing. So this is number 5. Now I remember. Okay. Question number 7, 6 marks. Question number 7, question number 8, 8 marks. Now we'll calculate later on. So in this question number 7 and 8, question number 7 is also somehow paragraph writing, letter to the editor. Okay. Letter to the editor, story writing, news story, etc. Then question number 8, generally only 2 types of questions will be asked. Either it is essay or news article. It seems same. So we will discuss what are the differences between essay and news article in technically. We will read when we study this chapter. So I am talking only what kind of questions will be asked and what marks they carry. So let's add 6 at 14, 14 and 10, 24, 24, 24 and 15, 39, 49, 59 plus 5, 64, 64 plus 11, 75. So in this way questions will be asked. And remember, why these 11 marks? For example, articles only 1 marks. Questions will be asked, but why it is important? Remember, whatever the lessons we have to study, we have to read and we have to write. If we don't have the knowledge of these grammar chapters, then it's beyond our imagination to write correctly and intelligently. Okay, so these are the course of study for grade 10 English. Okay, now we're going to read what is articles, what are the types of articles, what do you mean by articles, and what are the uses of articles today. Okay. So do you know what is articles? Probably you may know. Okay. Articles are the adjectives. Okay. Articles are the adjectives. Let me tell you what is articles. Okay. An article is a word used to modify a noun, which is a person, place, object, or idea. Technically, article is an adjective, which is any word that modifies a noun. Usually, adjectives modify nouns through description, but articles are used instead of point out or refer to nouns. Generally, articles means those words which explain noun. Okay, noun may be यो जे पनि हुन सक्छ, कसै व्यक्तिको नाम, okay, name of person, name of place, name of idea, name of things or objects, etc. तिनीहरूलाई modify गर्ने, okay, word के हो त articles हो. Okay, so articles are the adjectives. Okay, 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 articles are generally, for example, pen. We don't know how many pens. If I say a pen, then the pen is modified with number. How many number? One number. So a pen, a is an article. Okay. So there are three articles only in English grammar. So they are a, an, and the. So a and the. Okay. So among them, these three articles, okay, we have to classify into two parts. So number one is definite articles. Article only, because only one, it is the. The is definite article. Okay. And number two, indefinite. Articles. Okay. They are a and n. So a and n are the indefinite articles because we don't care, okay, who the noun is specifically. Okay. For example, I saw a man lying on the road. I mean, in general sense, okay, हामीलाई केही पनि अरु एक्सप्लेन गरिरहनु पर्दैन. मैले एउटा सामान्य मान्छे भेटे, त्यो जो कोही पनि हुन सक्छ. So a and n is used for modifying a noun, okay, in one number. Okay. And then the is used to specify something particularly. For example, look at here. I saw a man lying on the road. The man was taken to a nearby hospital. Now look at here. I have used a man here, and in another sentence, second sentence, I have used the man. So why I have used the man? To specify. Okay. It is the definite man. Which man? The same man who was lying on the road. जो चाहिँ के भइरहेको थियो, रोडमा त्यही मान्छे हो, रोडमा लडिरहेको मान्छे हो भन्ने बुझाउनको लागि. So the difference between a and the is here. So the is called definite. एउटा निश्चित व्यक्ति वस्तु बुझाउनको लागि भनिन्छ भनेदेखि, okay, a is, it may be whoever, it doesn't matter. Okay. And then now what we have to learn? We have to learn about uses of articles. Let's start from an article. Both articles a and n is used before singular countable noun. Right? Singular countable noun भनेको के हो त? एउटा जुन चाहिँ त्यसलाई गर्न सकिन्छ त्यस्तो नाउन नाउनको अगाडि हामी ए र एन युज गर्छौं के एन को एउटा छुट्टै युजेस छ भनेदेखि ए को छुट्टै युजेस छ okay it means that before singular countable noun and okay but there are different types of words, nouns, okay, which may have different sound. In English grammar, there are two sounds. Generally three sounds, but it will be enough if we learn only two sounds. The sounds are vowel and consonant. And don't get puzzled. Right? केमा कन्फ्युज हुनु हुँदैन भनेदेखि भवल लेटरहरुसँग जाने हैन राइट हामीलाई भवल लेटर त के छ त हामीलाई ए ई आई ओ यु यो भवल लेटर हो भनेर हामीले प्रिभियस क्लासमा पढिसकेका छौं बट we will not go through this letter we will go through some so we use rule number 1 okay we use an article before the noun having let's see having starting from vowel sound. Okay, remember that? Not later. This thing you have to remember. Your letters are हामीले जाने sounds जाने. Okay, I'll tell you after some time. One trick is there, and number 2 uses of let's write here A and A. We use our article before the nouns starting from consonant sound. Here also. Not later. Now, among A to Z, okay, 5 letters are vowel and remaining one are consonants. But we will not go through this later. We will go through sound. To know what are the sounds, you have to know. Nepali, there is swar varna and Vyanjan varna. अलिकति इंग्लिश पढ्दा पढ्दै किन नेपाली गयो भनेर कन्फ्युज भएको अवस्था हुन सक्छ भाइ बहिनीहरुलाई स्वर वर्ण भनेको के हो त भन्दा नेपालीमा हामीले अ देखि अ सम्मका जुन 12 वटा जुन अल्फाबेटहरु छन् तिनीहरु चाहिँ हामी स्वर वर्ण भन्छौं भने बाँकी रहेका अन्य 36 वटा छन् जुन चाहिँ क देखि ग सम्मका तिनीहरु चाहिँ व्यञ्जन वर्ण अब इंग्लिशमा आर्टिकल्समा यो ज्ञान छ भनेदेखि आर्टिकल्स बुझ्न सजिलो छ ए र एन मा हामी केही पनि गल्ती नै गर्दैनौं के विदिन 2 मिनेट्स 2 मिनेटमा अथवा 1 मिनेटको यो सानो नलेजको कारणले गर्दा ए र एन हामी छर्लङ्ग हुन्छौं कुनै पनि वर्डहरु कुनै पनि नाउनहरु प्रोनाउन्सिएसन गर्दाखेरि प्रोनाउन्सिएसन गर्दाखेरि यदि ती वर्डहरु ती नाउनहरु चाहिँ अ देखि अ सम्म आयो भनेदेखि अ आई भित्र पर्यो भने बाराखरी अ आई भित्र पर्यो भनेदेखि त्यसको अगाडि ब्लाइन्डली हामीले के लेखिदिने एन लेखिदिने आयो भनेदेखि के लेखिदिने एन आर्टिकल युज गरिदिने भनेदेखि बाँकी रहेका क देखि यहाँ भित्र पर्यो भनेदेखि यहाँ ए आर्टिकल युज गरिदिने ए र एन को फिनिश यति हामीले जान्ने पुग्छ नाउ आई एम गोइङ टु राइट some words of nouns here beginning with okay mixed sound. For example, simple apple, orange, book, pen. Very easy, these words. We can just write an apple and orange, a book, a pen. Simple, because यहाँ त के छ त भन्दाखेरि लेटर पनि फरक परेको छ पी भनेको कन्सोनेन्ट हो लेटर पनि कन्सोनेन्ट हो है साउन्ड पनि कन्सोनेन्ट हो प साउन्ड आएको छ भनेदेखि देयर आर सम वर्ड्स फर एक्जाम्पल लेट्स राइट useful man, 1 rupee note, easy, honest man, then okay, for example it will be enough. Look at here, useful man, the letter is vowel, but we cannot write an useful. If we write, then it will be wrong. Why? Because useful is not vowel sound. It doesn't start with vowel sound. अब यहाँ के आउँछ भनेदेखि यहाँ व्यञ्जन पढ्न चाहने नेपालीमा एकचोटि कोसिस गर्ने यसलाई कसरी लेखिँदो रहेछ भनेर यबाट सुरु गर्छौँ हामी युजफुल भनेर सायद यसरी लेखिन्छ अब यहाँ अगाडिको साउन्ड हेरेर त युजफुल भनेर हामी कहिले पनि के भन्दैन हामी युज त हामी भन्दैनौँ त्यसकारणले गर्दा यो के रहेछ त दिस इज कन्सोनेन्ट साउन्ड यो भनेको त कन्सोनेन्ट साउन्ड त्यसकारणले गर्दा हामी यहाँ के लेख्नु पर्यो यहाँ अ युजफुल म्यान सिमिलरली वन लेख्दाखेरि हेर्नुहोस् त हामी कसरी लेख्छौँ वन लेख्दाखेरि सायद वन भन्छ व पनि के हो त डब्लु हैन व साउन्ड हो त्यसकारणले गर्दा अ 1 रुपी नोट यहाँ हेर्नुहोस् त यसलाई कसरी प्रोनाउन्सिएसन गर्ने इवे भन्ने कि इवी भन्ने कि यो पछाडि त के हो वी भन्ने थाहा छ यसलाई प्रोनाउन्सिएसन गर्दाखेरि हामी इवी भन्छौँ तर त्यो इ भनेको यो इभी हैन यो इभी हैन यो इभी हैन यो इभी भयो भने के हुन्थ्यो साउन्ड भावल हुन्थ्यो तर हामी यसलाई के भनेर पढ्छौँ इभी भनेर भन्छौँ यसो हेर्दाखेरि बिबी भनेको जस्तै है इभी अथवा अझ बुझ्नुको लागि तपाईले यस्तो इभी लेख्नु भयो भने हुन्छ यो पनि हुन्छ इभी यो साउन्ड अथवा व साउन्ड त्यसकारणले गर्दा अ इभी भनेर भन्छौँ Similarly, यो के हो त कन्सोनेन्ट लेटर छ एच छ हामी तर प्रोनाउन्सिएसन गर्दाखेरि हामी है के हुन्छ एच साइलेन्स हुन्छ एच साइलेन्स गरेर हामीले प्रोनाउन्स गरौँ त के हुन्छ यो अनेस्ट हुन्छ अनेस्ट हुँदैन त्यसकारणले गर्दा अ आइसकेपछि यहाँ के भनेको छ एन अनेस्ट man person. So there are several words. Okay? There are several words okay, that may confuse us. Okay? That may confuse us and we may not get okay, enough marks to pass the exam. So you have to remember these things. So these two are the uses of articles a and n. Now let's move into the article the definite article the it has long rules. Uses of two types of sentence. Uses of definite articles. Only one. The. I have already told you what is the mean. The means it is an article and it is definite article and we have to use okay the article before definite name. Okay? Definite means specific, निश्चित कुनै तोकिएर हैन बोलाएको नाम छ भनेदेखि त्यति बेला द आर्टिकल हामीले लेख्नु पर्ने हुन्छ. Okay. So number 1. Okay. Number 1. We use the article before see before the name which is repeated in second time. Number 1. There are more than 14-15 uses, rules that we are going to learn today. Okay. For example, okay, let's be clearer, okay, with the example. Though I have already used one sentence in previous chapter. For example, second time means I have a book. Okay, a is used here, a book. Okay. If I have to mention the same book for another sentence second time, then we have to use the. The book is very interesting. The book is very interesting. So the book, यही बुकलाई फेरि हामीले लेख्नु पर्यो भने चाहे त्यो जति नै पटक दोहोर्याउँ, यो द बुक मीन्स which book, त्यही डेफिनाइट बुक हो, त्यही स्पेसिफिक बुक हो, त्यही निश्चित बुक हो जुन कोसँग छ मसँग भएको बुक हो भन्ने बुझ्छु. So this is called definite. Okay. Number 2, rule number 2 for article is before, let me write a bit shortly, before the names of musical instrument, whatever musical instruments, how many musical instruments name you know? Okay, madal, guitar, drum, flute, harp, okay, harmonium, flute, okay, many more. So before all musical instruments, we have to use the articles like, let me write some, the marble, the flute. Flute means bansuri, murali. Okay. Number 3, before unique object, you know, unique object. What is unique in our body? हाम्रो शरीरमा एउटै मात्र युनिक भनेको त्यस्तो वस्तु जुन चाहिँ संसारमा अथवा हाम्रो शरीरमा हैन हाम्रो वरिपरि एउटै मात्रै छ. Let's talk about the universe. What is only one in the universe? Okay, the earth. The moon. Right? Moon फेरि धेरैवटा प्रत्येक प्लानेटको मुन छ होला भनेर हुन्छ त भनेर तपाईले हैन डिस्कस गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ. तर अर्थको त एउटा प्लानेटको मुन एउटा मात्रै हुन्छ त्यो बुझ्नु. The sun, etc. संसारमा कुनै पनि वस्तु एउटै मात्रै छ भने त्यसलाई हामी युनिक भन्छ. तिमी कस्तो युनिक रहेछ भन्नुहुन्छ नि, भनेको कसैसँग नमिल्ने युनिक. Okay. Number 4, before holy books, holy books भनेको पवित्र ग्रन्थहरु, धार्मिक ग्रन्थहरु. For example, हिन्दूहरुको ग्रन्थ के हो? वेद. वेद हुन्छ. The Ramayana. मुस्लिमहरुको the Quran. I'm going to write all major religious book here. मुस्लिमले कुरान पढ्छ भने, बुद्धिस्ट the Tripitak. General knowledge also I am giving for you. Buddhist only the Tripitak person. Tripitak means 3 baskets. It's open book, right? Extra text पनि हुन सक्छ. कुरान चाहिँ मुसलमानले यो मस्जिदमा गएर पढ्छन् भनेदेखि त्रिपिटक चाहिँ बुद्धिस्टहरूले गुम्बा गएर चाहिँ पढ्छ. त्रिपिटक भनेको 3 भनेको 3 हो, पिटक भनेको बास्केट हो. र यो ओपन बुक हुन्छ, 3 वटा बास्केट फुल हुन्छ नि सबै. त्यस कारण यसलाई त्रिपिटक भन्ने. Okay, and then after Tripitak, let's discuss about the Bible, Christian. One more in Nepal, sometimes it has been asked, Mundum. दमन्दु नयाँ शब्द छ है. यो पनि के हो त? एउटा ग्रन्थ हो. के को ग्रन्थ हो भन्दाखेरि दमन्दु भनेको चाहिँ किराती धर्म मान्ने मानिसहरूले पढ्ने बुकलाई चाहिँ होली बुकलाई चाहिँ मुन्दुम भनेर भन्छ. Okay, so up to 4 we have finished. Number 5. Now let me remember. Number 5. Before the parts of a day. एक दिनको भागहरू हुन त धेरैवटा साना साना भागहरू पनि छन्. मेनली 3 वटा भागहरू छन्. द मर्निङ, द आफ्टरनुन, द इभिनिङ. यहाँ क्वेसन आउन सक्छ भाइ. Do we use the night? Never. We never use the night. Okay. Before, but not the night. The dawn or the dusk. Probably you know these words, dawn and dusk. Dawn means early morning, dusk means late evening. Right? यदि बेला हामी के गर्दैनौँ, dusk को अगाडि, dawn को अगाडि, night को अगाडि नि यिनीहरू पनि के हो त? They are also parts of the day, but we will not use. Okay. Generally, we use preposition before them. At night, at the dawn, at dawn, at dusk, we use here. Number 6. Before names of river, generally bigger river. Which is the longest river in the world? The Nile. Very good. Nile. Which is the longest river in Nepal? The Karnali. Which is the biggest river in Nepal? The Kosi. Okay. The Bagmati. The Narayani. Okay. Whatever river, famous river in a country or in the world, okay, before their name, we have to use the article. Then number 7, before names of directions and pole. Example, the east, the west, the south pole, the north pole, etc. Okay? Then number 8, before names of religion I'm making it a bit shorter here. Religion, nation, nationality, nation. Nationality, caste, post or position, and then before names of desert, before names of ordinal numbers. Let me write these ordinal numbers in another number so that you may not be confused. Okay. Religion, nationality, caste, post, desert, island, a group of islands, island as well as group of islands also. Right? Okay. For example, religion, the Hindu. Okay. Nationality, the Nepalese. The Nepal, Nepal ki ho the proper noun. We never use, okay, the article before proper noun unless it modifies modifies some class or group or compared to another one. So I am not writing this name. Okay. Post caste को अगाडि हेर्नुस् है, caste पनि के हो, जस्तो कि the Nevars, the Kshetris, the Brahmins, त्यतिखेर भन्यो भने हामीले कास्टलाई के अरे जनाउनु पर्यो भनेदेखि त्यतिबेला द युज गर्ने पोस्ट एन्ड पोजिसन, लाइक द प्रिन्सिपल, द प्राइम मिनिस्टर, द प्रेसिडेन्ट. Similarly, name of desert. Okay, we don't have desert in Nepal, but we know the Sahara, the Gobi, the Thar. Okay, island. कति विद्यार्थीहरु यहाँ के हुन्छन् भने कन्फ्युज हुन्छन्. कसरी कन्फ्युज हुन्छ? आइल्यान्ड को नामको अगाडि द लगाउनु पर्छ भनेको हुन्छ. अनि एक्जाम्पल चाहिँ के दिन्छन् त? के दिन्छ भने डट इज आइल्यान्ड अफ सम कन्ट्री भनेर आइदिएदेखि यहाँ के गरिदिन्छ नि? ओहो सरले के पढाउनु भएको थियो? द लेख्नु पर्छ भनेर पढाउनु भएको थियो. आइल्यान्ड वर्डको अगाडि द लेख्ने हुन्छ कि आइल्यान्डको नाम. है, फर एक्जाम्पल श्रीलङ्का एउटा कन्ट्री पनि हो, आइल्यान्ड पनि हो. त्यसो भने द श्रीलङ्का लेख्छु. है, द नेपाल पनि लेख्दिनौँ किन नेपाल त आइल्यान्ड है. Number 9. Before name of country which has plural name. It may be new for you. Plural noun भएको पनि country हुन्छ. Yes, there are some countries, okay, they have plural nouns like USA. Philippines, USA, USSR, UK, UAE. यिनीहरु के हो त कन्ट्री हो, तर यिनीहरु चाहिँ पनि प्लुरल छन्. जनरली के छ त भन्दा USA 50 स्टेट्सहरु मिलेर एउटा कन्ट्री बनेको, त्यही कारणले गर्दा यो प्लुरल भनिन्छ. त्यसको अगाडि हामी के लेख्छौं त? द लेख्छौं. द लेख्छौं. Now I was talking about here ordinal numbers. Ordinal numbers. Okay? Ordinal numbers भनेको के हो? अर्डर बुझाउनु. Like the first, the second, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, ये सबै अर्डरमा बुझाउने. त्यस्तो नाउनको अगाडि पनि हामी द आर्टिकल लेख्छौं. Now some are left. Let me check Very few are left now. Then we'll end the class. Number 11, before singular noun, right? Again, हामीले पढेका थियौं singular noun को अगाडि चाहिँ a र n लगाउने भनेर हामीले पढेका थियौं. But sometimes we can use the article before singular noun which represent a class. For example, यो बुझ्नु जरुरी छ. कस्तो कुनै एउटा नामले सिंगुलर नाउनले हैन क्लास बुझाउँछ. Let's write the cow is considered a useful animal. किन अ काउ मैले लेखिन भन्दाखेरि एउटा मात्रै काउ चाहिँ युजफुल हुन्छ, अर्को काउ चाहिँ हार्मफुल हुन्छ हुँदैन. काउलाई वर्ल्डकै मानिसले के सोच्छन् त सबै काउलाई चाहिँ युजफुल सोच्छन्. So it is not talking about one cow here. The cow which is found all over the world. सबै काउ को जाति है. त्यसै गरी बाँदर के हुन्छ त अलिकति नटी हुन्छ. So the monkeys are considered very naughty भन्न सकियो. एउटा क्लासलाई बुझाइरहेको हुन्छ. Okay, number 12. Excuse me. I may have missed anything. Let me check. Before sea, okay, ocean, Gulf, okay, etc. Islands, mountain ranges, right? Namu, sea ko naam. The Pacific Ocean, okay, the Indian Sea, the Red Sea, Gulf of Bengal, the Himalayan ranges, the Churia ranges, mountain ranges, okay, you can write yourself. Okay. Number 13, I am at the end, almost end. Ordinals. Next, important one. It has been asked many times before. Names of newspaper. Important question for you. Newspaper. Like the Kathmandu Post. The Times, etc. Okay, the Gandhipur Post. Kati chhan. Okay. Before names of ships. Okay. Before names of ships, before names of scientific innovation. So, do you know any name of ship? Because we don't have sea. The Titanic. Let me write in calculator because it is Titanic. Okay. The Mary Celeste we used to study in our school life. The Mary Celeste भन्ने एकदम मिस्टिरियस शिप थियो भनेर एउटा कथा हामीले पढेका थियौँ. ओके, द टाइटानिक साइन्टिफिक इनोभेसन, जति पनि साइन्टिफिक इन्भेन्सनहरू भएको छ, इन्भेन्सन भइसकेको आविष्कार भइसकेको वस्तुहरू छ, तिनीहरूको अगाडि जहिले पनि हामी के लेख्छौँ? द कम्प्युटर, द रेडियो, द टेलिभिजन, ट्रेन पनि हो नि हैन, द कार्स, अकार पनि लेख्छौँ कहिले हामी बुझ्नको लागि. Okay, for probably up to 15, 14 are there. Let me see if I miss anything. Okay, almost it has been. Now, one chapter is left. It may take only 2-3 minutes. We have studied about the uses of a, an, and the, but there are some situation, some sentences we must not use articles, especially the articles. Okay, so there are some conditions that I'm going to discuss, then I will wrap up the class. Where not to use article. कस्तो बेला हामीले आर्टिकल युज नगर्ने. Number 1, if plural nouns, uncountable nouns are definite. Okay, it means that if plural noun or uncountable noun are definitely, भन्नु खोजेको जस्तै वर्ड काउन्ट गर्न सक्छौँ? सक्दैनौँ. यसै हेर्दा प्लुरल छ, कति छन् कति छैन. यो त जहिले पनि डेफिनेट हुन्छ. वाटर भन्नु बित्तिकै जहाँको लागि पनि त्यो वाटर नै भन्छौँ. समुद्रको पानी होस्, खोलाको पानी होस्, पोखरीको पानी होस्, हैन. So we don't use any article. Okay. Similarly, water, milk, ink, कति छन् example. Okay. Number 2, before proper noun. Right? जस्तै नेपाल. Okay, Ram, Sam, Sita, Hari, etc. But but if proper, interesting something, say proper noun is used to compare with other. Okay, use the article. When अगाडि छुटाएको हुँदा use of the article को छुटाएको यहाँ यसले कभर गर्न सक्यो. जस्तै हेर्नुस् है, generally let's say शेक्सपियर एउटा मान्छेको नाम हो नि, राइटरको नाम हो नि। तर कसैले चाहिँ शेक्सपियरसँग हामीले अब अ शेक्सपियर लेख्न सक्दैनौँ, द शेक्सपियर लेख्न पनि सक्दैनौँ। तर कसैलाई अब शेक्सपियरसँग चाहिँ हामीले तुलना गर्नु पर्यो, कम्पेयर गर्नु पर्यो भनेदेखि त्यति बेला के लेख्नुहुन्छ? कसलाई शेक्सपियरसँग कम्पेयर गरिन्छ? लक्ष्मी प्रसाद बालकृष्ण सम्बन्धी भन्छ कसैले, देवकोटा is Shakespeare of Nepal. होइन, अझ राम्रो सेन्टेन्स चाहिँ देवकोटा इज कन्सिडर्ड द शेक्सपियर अफ नेपाल पनि भन्न सकिन्छ। यहाँ द युज गर्न सकियो। प्रपर नाउनको अगाडि पनि द आर्टिकल हामीले युज गर्न पाइन्छ, तर के हुनु पर्यो? कसैसँग कम्पेयर गरेको हुनु पर्यो। अर्को 3 नम्बरमा बिफोर ल्याङ्ग्वेज, अघि कास्टको अगाडि चाहिँ हामीले द युज गरेका थियौँ भनेदेखि अब ल्याङ्ग्वेजको अगाडि हामी द युज नगर्ने, ओके, सब्जेक्टको अगाडि पनि द युज नगर्ने, म्याथ, इङ्ग्लिस, नेपाली, सोसल छ नि, त्यसको अगाडि पनि युज नगर्ने। त्यस्तै गरी गेम्सको अगाडि पनि द युज नगर्ने, गेम्स एन्ड स्पोर्ट्स छ। डेको अगाडि पनि युज नगर्ने, मन्थको अगाडि पनि युज नगर्ने, इयरको अगाडि पनि युज नगर्ने। है, हामी के भन्दैनौँ? द नेपाली ल्याङ्ग्वेज भन्दैनौँ, हामी द नेपाली भन्दैनौँ, होइन, द इङ्ग्लिस, द सोसल स्टडी भन्दैनौँ, होइन, द फुटबल भन्दैनौँ, युज हुँदैन, कुनै पनि युज हुँदैन, होइन, द सन्डे हुँदैन, होइन, द जनवरी हुँदैन, होइन, द 2020 हुँदैन, यसको अगाडि द युज नगर्ने। नम्बर 4 बिफोर मेटल्स। मेटल्स भनेको धातु, फलाम, आइरन भनिन्छ नि, आइरन युज हुँदैन, गोल्ड। अर्को छ 5 मा बिफोर एब्स्ट्र्याक्ट नाउन। एब्स्ट्र्याक्ट नाउन भनेको जसलाई हामी के गर्न सक्दैनौँ, छुन सकिँदैन, है। जस्तै लभ छुन सक्छौँ, सक्दैनौँ, हेट्रेड पनि सक्दैनौँ, ब्युटी छुन सक्छौँ, सक्दैनौँ। तर कहिले काहीँ के हुन्छ, एब्स्ट्र्याक्ट नाउन चाहिँ कम्पेयर गरिन्छ भनेदेखि त्यति बेला चाहिँ द लेख्छौँ। जस्तै हेर्नुहोस् है, यहाँ चाहिँ एउटा म लेख्छौँ, कहिले काहीँ चाहिँ सी इज द ब्युटी अफ दिस क्लास। त्यस्तो बेलामा द ब्युटी युज गर्न सकियो, एब्स्ट्र्याक्ट नाउन पनि हुन्छ, कम्पेयर गरिन्छ भनेदेखि अघि हामीले मान्छेसँग कम्पेयर गरेको जस्तै एब्स्ट्र्याक्ट नाउनलाई पनि कम्पेयर गरिन्छ भने त्यति बेला लेख्न पाइन्छ। ओके, लास्टमा एउटा इम्पोर्टेन्ट अलिकति रमाइलो पनि छ। हेर्नुहोस् 6 number, this is the last rules for articles. If some places like school, college, hospital, library, temple, library, etc. are used for their secondary purposes. We primary purposes, sorry, not secondary, primary. अघि त्यो छुटाएको यसमा कभर हुन्छ, यसमा पनि प्राइमरी पर्पसेस. We do not use article, the article अथवा article. हेर्नुहोस् है, स्कुलको प्राइमेरी कुनै पनि ठाउँको दुईवटा पर्पस हुन्छ. एउटा प्राइमेरी, जुन ठाउँ जेको लागि बनाएको त्यसलाई युज गर्यो भने त्यसलाई प्राइमेरी पर्पस भन्छ. जस्तै नाउ वी आर इन स्कुल, आई गो टु स्कुल एभ्री डे है, द स्कुल भन्दैन है, आई गो टु स्कुल एभ्री डे. स्कुल जाने काम के हो त पढ्नको लागि नै गयो भने बुझियो. फर एक्जाम्पल, सी गोज टु टेम्पल to worship early in the morning. But sometimes we do not go to these places for their primary purposes. Okay, for secondary purpose also we may have. For example, yesterday, okay, my uncle came to Pasupati temple. He didn't know where I live. Okay. Then he called me, and I went to the temple to meet my uncle. Say, I went to meet my. I went to the temple to meet my uncle. मैले द टेम्पल किन लेखेँ भन्दाखेरि टेम्पलमा त सामान्यतः हामी के गर्न जान्छौँ, पूजा गर्न जान्छौँ, टु वर्शिप. बट माई पर्पज वाज सेकेन्डरी, another purpose was there. Okay. So at that time we have to use, okay, the article before such places. Not only temple, not only schools. Okay, there are other places also. It may be school, college, okay, library, hospitals, etc. Okay, these are the rules of articles A in the. So I hope you have understood it. I have to say you thank you very much, okay, for listening and watching me. So please, you can suggest me, okay, for my errors or for my improvements. Thank you very much. Namaste once again.